Hi, long time no see. Hello people on the internet, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, happy Saturday to you all. Hopefully you're enjoying your weekends. Hopefully your Octobers are going nicely. No, I've been taking quite a big step away from the whole content thing, but I said if there were releases that I was really interested in and I wanted to get around to, I would, and if I was feeling up for it, I would make the time to get around to it. I'm feeling up for it, so I'm making my way back to the group that is this year challenging for that top girl group spot. There's a group every single year that challenges for that top girl group spot. Last year was Promise 9. This year is tripleS. And of course, we have yet another brand new subunit to check out, Visionary Vision. We've got the title track, Hit the Floor. We've got the entire Performante album. So let's just send it one time. There's a lot of music. I mean, this is a tripleS album, so we've got so much new music to check out. I do have to admit, I am very familiar with Hit the Floor by this point. I cannot tell you how many times I've listened to it already. It's a banger, but you know, I like, me waffling about music is kind of my MO here, so I figured, you know what, there's plenty to talk about, and I want to talk about them, and I'm feeling up to talking about them. So let's just send it one time. We're gonna just run through the entire album in order. It saves me a little bit of time. We've got a visualizer courtesy of the tripleS channel, so that's enough waffling for me. Let's just send it one time. Here we go. Rightio. So I've got the visualizer pulled up. We're just gonna go use that, not worry about, you know, queuing up everything else, which works so well in my favor. I have the album credits pulled up on the second screen, and by the looks of it, it's a what? It's a 7 plus, no, it's a 8+2 full-length album, which is unreal to think about. Also, the sales numbers for this album absolutely going off the rails crazy. Congratulations, Modhouse and tripleS, on the astronomical album sales. I think they're counting the little photo card exclusive, or like the Como exclusive ones as well. But regardless, there's a lot of money coming in from this era, so proud of you, but let's get started. Track number 1, the intro, Visual Virtue, composition GDLO of Moonkill of Monotree, same on arrangement. Let me bump up the volume one time. Now, I have not heard any of the B-sides yet. I've only heard the title track. Oh? Okay, so we're really just gonna start immediately with the hippity hoppity, aren't we? And we got a little bit of a teaser into the title track as well. Oh, so was that a little bit of the main kind of repeated hook from the chorus? Was that played in reverse? Hold on. Man, tripleS kind of like doing that little reverse clip, don't they? Because they did it in Girls Never Die, leading up to the final chorus, I think. But I'm pretty sure that was the from the chorus just reversed on itself. That's cool. That's cool. And it's an intro track that very much is going to connect directly into what's coming next. Sometimes on an intro track to the album, it's meant to, maybe it's meant to create the ambience of what the album is going to be, or it's like an abstract of what the, or a synopsis of what the entire album is going to be. But Visual Virtue feels like it's just gonna go directly over into Hit the Floor, and I'm not mad at that one bit. But for Hit the Floor, I have to go and queue up the MV real quick. So give me 2 seconds. Rightio, track number 2, the title track, Hit the Floor. Lyrics by Jaden Jung. Composition, GDLO Moonkill Monotree with Caesar and GDLO Moonkill Monotree on arrangement. Now, like I mentioned earlier, I am very familiar with this song at this point. It's been out for, what, 3-4 days, and I cannot tell you how many times I've listened to this. I don't think I've actually seen that much of the MV, though. So, I'm ready to have a lot of fun, and then afterwards we'll talk about it, because I have lots to say about this song. So, thank you, Lynn, starting the song. Oh my god, I've been waiting for her to be unleashed. Same with Tone too. This pre-chorus, there is something laced in this pre-chorus that is just chef's kiss. And the vocal fry, oh my goodness. We'll make our way back to this part, but this second verse is so well written. And it's like every single part of this second verse has something that is executed to perfection for me. I'm real. It's just, there's something about this song that is so easy for me to enjoy, even though it's a genre that I normally don't enjoy that much. No! Technology! That's fine. I didn't do anything, I just moved my mouse, but we're fixed. I need to watch some live stages for this song, because I need to experience what that live stage is like. Damn, still hits hard, It's terrific. It might be one of my favorite tripleS titles across the board. For me, there hasn't been a tripleS title that I didn't like. Let's set that right away. There hasn't been a tripleS album, or there hasn't been a tripleS title that I have not liked. There are some that I prefer more than others. Like, I think if I had to rank one, I'd probably say Next Just Do It might take that bottom slot. It just didn't, there wasn't really a lot that resonated with me on it. But with Hit the Floor, I was worried going into listening to this for the first time because of the fact that I'm not a hip-hop guy. I've talked about it en masse before on various other artists if they have a hip-hop based release, that I just don't have as close of a connection to this genre as I do various other genres of pop and rock that I grew up listening to. So it takes a little bit of effort for me to like understand it, to digest it, and then to enjoy it. This year, that's been kind of thrown on its head a little bit, because there have been various kind of more hip-hop oriented releases that I've thoroughly enjoyed, like NCT 127's Walk I really enjoyed. NMIX is See That, to an extent, had a kind of hip-hop release. Even, you know, Epic High's Anti-Hero earlier on in the year, that song was fire. And then even, you know, I'm a little bit late to the party, but like Dynamic Duo and Youngji's Smoke and stuff, like, there's been a very subtle increase in the amount of hip-hoppy music that I'm taking that I'm really enjoying. But Hit the Floor didn't just drop me on the floor, it made me go straight face down, face plant on the floor. And I would happily let them do it again because it's so fun. The energy is so good that I can't help but to enjoy it and just move along to it and feel that beat because it is just so nice. But in the words of Musa Love Life, if it's nice, we play it twice. Run it again. Reload it. Lin, mood. Those of you who know me and know that I love the good little vocal moments, you already know I love the way this song starts. The big vocal harmonies, the non-pop standard chords coming in, and it really establishes its point. It's like it makes itself known in such a cool way. And the fact that this doesn't really reveal anything. It's like you press play, song starts. We've got that impact statement down. But the genre is going to switch significantly moving forward, right? Real fellas. Lin Unleashed is my favorite thing about this era, I think. Like, Lin has, ever since she was announced, she has been the one that I've been so curious about. Out of all of the 24 members that tripleS has debuted, Lin has been the one that's had me so curious about what she was going to bring to the table. And kind of been new that she has that cool factor down, right? I don't think anybody expected her to come absolutely swinging like that as first member on the song. But she really owns this, and I love it. Also love the fact that we don't share the same kanji, but we share the same name to an extent. Like, part of my name has Lin in it, and it makes me very happy. Any Hoosers. Speaking of someone else who came swinging, Miss Tone. There are so many good thumbnail shots for this video. Oh my goodness. I don't even know which still I'm going to have to take. But I think Girls Planet viewers would have known about Tone's rapping ability. I didn't watch the show, so I don't know what that was like. I just know the clip that's always like circulating when it comes to Kotone getting screen time. Like, Mnet not giving me screen time or whatever that clip was. Like, Girls Planet viewers would have already known about her rapping ability, and the only really exposure I have to it is the various kind of signals that she's done, like that one freestyle signal from way back in the day, and then the other various bits and bobs that we would have gotten with Evolution. Or I don't think we got any in, maybe we got some in Assemble 24. But again, it's Lin and Tone just unleashed. And I love it. I love it so much, because I genuinely do feel like I'm seeing a different side of an artist that I already really liked in the group. Why is this pre-chorus so smooth and so it twinkles? Like, for such a hard-hitting, like, attitude-laced song, this pre-chorus twinkles. I don't know how they've managed to do it, but it's such a great contrast because you got this. Because it's the type of beat that you really feel the bounce of, and then all of a sudden, oh, it's like angelic and magical. It's not this inherently bright and like church choir-esque pretty and bright, but there is a certain like lightness to it that is, oh, my ears are very happy. That vocal fry setup is so nice. Female artists doing a vocal fry, I think, is an underutilized like vocal choice. There's nice. It creates a terrific texture, and you know, female vocals, you expect kind of higher vocals. You don't expect a You don't expect a vocal fry coming in there, and you know, you get Yuyeon pre-chorus 1, and I'm pretty sure you get hitting pre-chorus 2. It's just nice. And this release, I just really like listening to it. Oh, Kai. The fact that there's so many different sides of Kai that you get in the song, I love. You get the like pretty vocals from, you know, Aria, but you also get just full on just dance master Kaya coming in too, and the fact that you get both and it's kind of interchangeable throughout it is terrific. It is absolutely wonderful. Also, the little jump switch thing in the choreo here, I was watching some of the challenges that they've done with other idols and stuff. This like little jump transition in the middle, it's such a small thing, but I really like it. Watch. Boom! That switch, that center person jumping through that gap is just so satisfying to me. This Jiyeon entry for verse 2 is almost hypnotizing. It's like entrancing. The way the instrumental almost kind of dissipates into nothing, and her that almost like sing-songy type delivery makes it sound like she's casting like a charm as she's saying it. Just like really sucks the listener in. I think it's the most powerful moment in the song for me. Because now we got the instrumental back for Tone. And then we're back straight into that hard-hitting beat. Then we get Yeonji and Yuyeon together, which I feel like is a combo we rarely get to see. But it's all of a sudden it goes bright and cutesy. Even the visuals go bright and cutesy. It's that whole like switching contrast thing. Like you've got that entrancing kind of darkness coming in with Jiyeon and Tone. Then you've got just attitude and sass from Sohyun and Lin. And then you've got the cutesiness coming in from Yeonji and Yuyeon. And it's like, you kind of get the whole experience in 6 lines. It's crazy. And then we got, you know, Aria Kaede. Yeah, vocal fry will never get old. Even in the background with the hit the floor ad-libs, they're still stacking up, and it's just so good. it's the whole contrast thing. I know I've harped about it for a long time at this point, and I should probably move on to the rest of the album, considering I've probably spent about 15 minutes on this already. But it's this, again, it's just like what they do with the pre-choruses throughout the song up until this point. It's, you get the beat still kicking around in the background, but it goes super pretty and super melodic. You get Tokyo's coming in with, I don't know off the top of my head if it's directly connected to Evo's title track, Invincible, if there's like shared lyrics in there, or if it's just my brain piecing together incorrect information, what have you. But the setup here is so nice, and it's kind of exactly what you want from a bridge, is to just have it twinkle, have a little bit of a break from all the hard-hittingness. Because when the hard-hittingness comes back, it's in the form of a dance break, and with the members involved with this subunit, you want full attention in the dance break. You want that full experience, and what better way to do it than to just kind of get the listener ready by, you know, softening them up a little bit, right? Because when they come in, yeah, I really need to watch a live stage of this. Now the question is, who's doing the ad-libs in that final chorus? Is it Kaede? Because I'm trying to think, in terms of like vocal colors, who could pull the ad-libs off in the background. Because out of the members who's like made their vocal prowesses known, I'm inclined to think it's Kaede. But then again, we haven't really had a lot of time with Jiyeon yet, and she's got a nice high voice too. And there could be a couple of other members in here that could do that, but either way, it's very nice. It's very nice indeed. But we have to move on to the other ones because I spent way too much time on this, so give me 2 seconds again. And we're back to the visualizers because we move on to track number 3, the first of the new B-sides for me, or at least the first of the new full-length B-sides. Track number 3, titled Choom, lyrics by Jaden Jung, Daonon, Im Dae, Baekseim, and Yoon Ye-ji. Composition, Lara Anderson, Daniel Kim, and Hymax with Hymax on arrangement. Wait, I was not expecting it to be bright? Oh. Oh, it's got a terrific pace to it. Early rap verse, like that. I'm loving the pace of this. It's so fast, but it's got a terrific brightness to it. Got a little ahead of myself. It's so pretty. All the vocal stacking going on too. I wonder if Choom is going to be this album's equivalent of Non-Scale from Assemble 24, just the bright, you know, like the lively, bright song on this album, because I'm expecting a lot of these to be hip-hoppy. I also love that there's just a hint, just a small hint of that rock flavor in here as well from the drums and the guitar. And that, yeah, that delayed release for the instrumental section really emphasizes just the prettiness of their vocals sat together. Oh, hold on. Get a little dreamy with it. Thank you. Hold it back. The extended hold on the instrumental for the final chorus. Okay. A bona fide outro for me? Wait, I kind of like that. That was really good. It is giving me like what I'm guessing is going to become the non-scale equivalent on this album. Ooh. Oh, Chu might be a sneaky pick. Hold on a second. You think there's a possibility we'll get B-side performance clips from this album? Because if we do, I wouldn't mind seeing Chum. I mean, admittedly, we are, 3 songs in on a 10-track album, so I'm not going to jump the gun too much, but Chum's nice. I am a little bit of a sucker for just bright music like that, and knowing how tripleS can do a bright song like Chum and non-scale, yeah, of course I'm going to like it. Very good. It is very good. I wonder, because usually an album kind of tells a story through what tracks are on it and like what order the tracks are in on it. Hit the Floor is such a hard-hitting song, right? Sure, it has its pretty moments. Chum is kind of like that highway song, where it's the type of song that you play when the song is, or, when you're driving down the highway doing however fast you're legally allowed to do in your region of the world that you're living in, because I do not condone breaking the law and speeding, even though I might do. Do as I say, not as I do. You know what I mean. But anyways, non sequitur. Chum has that pace that is so nice to listen to as you feel the wind in your hair or as you see the scenery go by. Very different vibes from Hit the Floor. We've got a little bit of a disconnect here in terms of like what's happening. So whatever Eclair is going to be following it up, we could have a really wild story going on throughout this album. I'm not going to be mad at it, though. If the songs are good, I'm not going to be mad at it. So let's find out, shall we? Track number 4, Eclair. Lyrics by D-Day, Jaden Jung, Sunny Lee. Composition KZ, Kim Tae-young, Maria Marcus, MLC, DINT. Arrangement KZ and Kim Tae-young. Hello, vocal chops. Whoa. Oh, it's quick again. That's actually a very smart chorus release, because it's not the loudest chorus in the world, but if you finish the pre-chorus at such a low point, anything is going to feel like a proper hit. Oh, very hard kind of break in between the chorus and verse 2. Again, this pre-chorus sits so far down.
No more questions.
And then doing that hard cut lets you set up anywhere you want, and it's still gonna feel like a chorus release. I guess it wouldn't be a tripleS album without some la la la's in there. It's not the same flavor of la la la's, but we got la's in there. Holy rap verse. That flow got quick. That kind of stylophone sounding synth in the background is also very charming for this song. Oh, we are going to go straight into the next song. Also, why would they put these three together? Oh my goodness, do you want to kill somebody? Oh, anyways, Eclair, very charming song. Once again, it's got that pace that we got from Chum, but it's put in a very different package, in a way where it's actually kind of a sleeper song for me in a way, because it doesn't jump out at me. It's not a song that's meant to smack me in the face, but it has a sneaky amount of power behind it. And that's really interesting for me. So love that we're getting a lot more focus on the speed of the rappers on Eclair, especially in the bridge. That bridge was cooking. It was fast. I'm curious to see who's on that bridge, because whoever was spitting, they were spitting pretty quickly, and that was very satisfying to listen to. But yeah, Eclair doesn't have a huge release, but it doesn't really need it, because everything around it is placed at such smart levels that it does enough to make its point, and the effect of it is just enough for the listener to just truly feel what's happening. And I think that's really cool, very smart. And well, I was curious about what the structure of the album was going to be. Chum into Eclair, very much like I can see that connection there. I can hear that connection there. Let's see what we got moving forward with Love Soseol. Alright, track number 5, Love Soseol. Lyrics by Jaden Jung, Jinny of Full Bloom. Composition, Gloryface, Jinny, and Bang Gun-woo of Full Bloom, with Gloryface and Bang Gun-woo of Full Bloom on arrangement. So this is, it looks like tripleS might be using for like music teams. Full Bloom and Monotree, I feel like, is a common name we've seen across most of the recent tripleS releases. That's cool. I love the fact that they're finding music teams and stuff now. All right.
This story. Maybe we will be lovers by then. So if we
Oh, that's a cool balancing thing. Okay, so we do have speed going on. The song was like kind of riding the line between... Sorry, I'm trying not to laugh at what's happening on screen, but... Yeah, this song really rides the line between that runaway fast song and then just a really nice walking pace. It kind of teeters between the two. That guitar line is fire. Man, this song is gas though. Kind of reminds me of... Who does this remind me of? It reminds me of a J-pop artist that I've listened to recently. Why are they being such dorks? I'm trying to focus on the music, you three, please. Production's having some fun. Was that the bridge? Like, after we finish the song, this will be the halfway point on this album. I'm surprised at how kind of lighthearted the B-sides are. Save the treble loaded vocals for the outro. Wait, why was that really good? What just happened? Oh, wait, I'm very impressed with that. Genuinely, chew me Eclair into Love Soseol. Why is it? It's so fast and so like it's light on its feet and it's fast and it's weirdly bright. I was fully preparing myself for just hip-hop across the board, just knowing, you know, for those of you who aren't aware, like, I don't listen to album spoilers going into a release just because I don't want to spoil myself for any part of the song beforehand. I was fully expecting an album full of Hit the Floor, or in the boy group world, kind of like what P1 Harmony does, you know, not afraid to lean into the hip-hop, various genres of the hip-hop sound, maybe get like a pop banger, a rock banger in there, what have you. This is turning out to be an album that is not what I expected, but I'm enjoying every single bit of it. Nice. It's really nice. I love how treble leaning this song is too, and maybe it won't come across as the same on various different streaming platforms or even headphones that you're listening to them on, just because every single platform, every single device is gonna have, you know, frequency ranges that it prefers more than the others. But I feel like Love So Soul is probably the most treble loaded song on the album so far, and it makes it really pretty to listen to, even though it's got that really fast beat to it, especially that final outro where you have the really high treble loaded vocals. I'm guessing it's like Jion, Yubin, Kaede. I would confidently say at least those three are probably involved in that, but the way they just kind of give it this super light, almost like weightlessness to it as their vocals just fill out that really high range is really cool. Very interesting. I guess we gotta keep her moving because next up is track number 6, Visionary Visions version of Atmosphere. Now, I see it says Visionary Visions version. Where have we had an Atmosphere before? Because that title doesn't sound familiar to me. Unless it's... Oh! Unless it was part of a Gravity that I don't remember. Maybe that's what it is. Because... Wait, wasn't Bionic Power also a Gravity song? Anyways, we gotta... Let's just get into the song. Visionary Visions version of Atmosphere, lyrics by Yeon of AW Crew and Yi Se Bom. Composition, Artronic Waves and Yi Se Bom with Artronic Waves on arrangement. Okay. Cool reverb effect. I like where we're going with this. What the? Was anybody else getting KDA vibes from that just now? Like, that melodic sequence was very similar to KDA's Pop Stars, I feel like. Whoa. Holy hell, they slowed it down. Whoever's bringing in the guitar bits on this album. Please tell me I'm not the only one thinking KDA's Pop Stars here. I love how slow this is. It's unbelievably, like, what's the word here? It's like daunting almost, just how much of a presence that slow break has. It's a very presence-heavy song. Jeez, okay. Well, we're starting off with the second half of the album with quite a heavy hitter, aren't we? Like, stylistically, we are definitely having a little bit of a departure from just high-octane speed that we got from Choom through Love Soseol. I like the switch up. I do like the switch up indeed. And it's a song that you can't miss. Like, you listen to it, and like, there's no hiding from this song. It's just in your face. And I kind of like that about it. Even though it's a very slow song in certain points, that slowness for me even makes like the presence of the song more daunting. And I think that's really neat. Where would I have heard Atmosphere before? Like, admittedly, back when they were doing song like gravities for choosing title tracks and performances and stuff, I didn't really participate in any of them because I didn't want to be spoiled for any of the songs. Like, the only time I ever really voted for a song was when they chose the performance video from Assemble 24. So if this was a Gravity song, I had no recollection of it whatsoever, but it's really cool. The KDA thing is still throwing me for a loop. I don't mean that in a bad thing, mind you. It's just sometimes this has happened a couple times throughout the 2 years that I've been doing the whole YouTube thing, but there's been a couple of instances where I've listened to a song and there's just so many things that's so stylistically similar to another song, whether it's the same key with the same or very similar melody. Like, for me, Atmosphere and that melody part in Atmosphere's chorus and KDA's Pop Stars, they're stylistically very different songs, but it's the melody and the sequence of the melody that's so similar. It's like, what's the most recent one? There was a TXT song off of their Deja Vu album, so their last mini album, that had the exact same melody in the chorus as a Pentagon song, but it was just in a different key. And even going way before then, Kwanumbi had an OST that was so similar to an Eyes One B-side that she had done back in her Eyes One days. It's just, I love little coincidences like that. I just think it's really cool, because if it works, I'm obviously not going to complain about it. I just think it's a really cool coincidence, and I love cool coinky dinks. Let's keep her moving. Track number 7, 12 Rings, lyrics by Yi Ju Hyung of Monotree. Composition Yi Ju Hyung, GDLO of Monotree with Rada, and GDLO from Monotree on arrangement.
I just called you. So what?
Where's the...
I'm just saying.
There's the meter, okay. Are we resuming the cutesiness then? It does have a cutesiness to it. It doesn't have the pace. I mean, you know, Atmosphere was a slower song. 12 Rings, going back into that slower song. Hello, brass section. Whoa. Okay, brass line going a little crazy right now. This is kind of a chaotic song, all things considered. There's a lot of moving parts. A mess TM. Oh my goodness. Cool octaves. Is there an extra, like, xylophone part going on now? Like, 12 Rings can get so plucky in certain points, and then it's so smooth. Oh yeah, there has to be an evolving instrumental section for this. This song has, honestly, this song has no business being this smooth, but it's wonderful. Get a little pretty with the vocal, okay? Love that final entry. This one's nice. This one's really nice. This one's an easy listener. That's just really nice. That's just really, really nice. I have no complaints about it whatsoever. I like the fact that it's a slower song because I think it allows for it to be a little bit more saucy and smooth with it in certain places. But it also allows the song to retain a pluckiness to it that's really charming to listen to. Like, it's, by having that little bit of pluckiness coming in, it almost makes it so it's not as serious of a song. Like, it adds a little lightheartedness to it. 'Cause when it gets really smooth, it gets really smooth. But then it gets playful in certain points. And I think that balancing act is really important on a song of this nature. But I think out of the B-sides that we've listened to so far, it's probably the easiest to listen to. Like, it's got that repeatability where I can just press play and let the song take me places. It doesn't have anything hiding away meant to, like, jump scare you. It's not like at least sonically, it's not a big emotional sappy ballad that's gonna get me in my feelies. It's not a song that really just has to have. Words are hard. Hold on, let me try that again. It's not the type of song that forces me to do choreo along with it as I'm listening to it. Like, Hit the Floor is a song that I have to move along to if I listen to it. 12 Rings doesn't really have that. It's a very automatic song for me, and I think that's... every album I think needs an automatic B-side. I think 12 Rings might be that one. That was nice, though. But we keep on moving. Track number 8, titled Vision. I think. Oh no, that's many albums before that one. I was gonna say Dreamcatcher has a title track called Vision. It's a very good song. But track number 8, titled Vision, lyrics by Frankie Day and Ayushi from the Hub, alongside, of course, the obligatory Miss Park So-hyun credit. Shame we didn't get her on composition, and she was only on lyrics this time around, but... Alright, well, I don't know where that came from. But, of course, this wouldn't be a tripleS, or, by extension, this wouldn't be a Modhouse project without a little bit of Park So-hyun in the credits, so... Good to see ya, ma'am. Composition. Bad Corbin Kwonejin of Mono Tree with bad on arrangement. Oh, okay. Another different side of the Mono Tree music team. All right. We got some pace back. It's not as like highway speeds as Shoot Me Clear and Love Soseol, but oh, peaked the harmonies one time. Again, it's like the vocal fry from Hit the Floor. You set up that brighter, higher chorus with the low female vocal, and I think that's so cool. Love the little gang vocal ad-libs. I don't know if it's just like the aesthetic of this album, or the members involved, or the music team, or just the fact that the members are gelling better now that they've been 24 for longer. But the creative direction of this album is absolutely spectacular. Like the production side of things too is exquisitely done. Oh my goodness. So many vocal parts going on. Up 12 Rings and Vision as a combo of like automatic B-sides? Oh, absolutely. Oh, shout yourselves in one time. Love that. Okay. Yes, absolutely. Was there a question asked? No. What is my answer? Yes. Oh, wow, that's very, very nice. I'm surprised they held off on, 12 Rings into Vision to to have the middle section of the second half of the album. Cool way of injecting the energy back again. It's like, a 10-song album is a long album, and the way the kind of energy curve works for this album is really interesting to me, because you got Hit the Floor, which is a hard-hitting song, and it really gets your body moving, but it's not a necessarily quick song. The speed you get from Chew Me Clear and Love Soseol, and by the time you finish Love Soseol, you're at the halfway point of the album. It's getting you're getting a little bit tired from just the sheer speed and the power that you got in the first half, right? So Atmosphere, you bring the speed back down, but you retain that power. 12 Rings, you get a little pretty with it, you get a little smooth with it. And then Vision, you retain the smooth and prettiness, but you're injecting the speed back in a little bit. It's like that second wind runners get right before the finish line, that final sprint, that final 100 meters or so. think Vision is a very smart way of doing it, because it's not a, you know, like a jarring in your face type of song to add the energy back in. It's really smooth, but it just has enough of the brightness and enough of the speed to just kind of give you a little caffeine hit. It's like an afternoon coffee in a way, if you're into that. I'm not a big coffee guy, so I can't really relate to that, but you know what I mean. Very good. This has been honestly, the PDs on this album absolutely cooked. And they've always cooked with tripleS music, but they have cooked with this album so far. And I mean, we still have 2 more songs to go, so let's get into the next one. Track number 9, Bionic Power, the last of the full-length B-sides. Lyrics by Jaden Jung and D-Day. Composition, KZ, Kim Taeyong, Maria Marcus, MLC, and DINT. So we're looking at the same team from Eclair, and then KZ and Kim Taeyong on arrangement. So composition and arrangement done by the exact same team from Eclair, and lyrics is just the same, except you don't have Sunny Lee on it. Okay. So we really didn't get any more hip hop, because this kind of feels like Latin dance in a way, with all the brass. That was not the chorus drop I expected. What? Oh my. I just had a thought and I lost it. Fuck. Sorry for swearing. This reminds me of a girl group. Who does this remind me of? This is vocally a very high song. I just clocked onto that. Like, whoever starts that pre-chorus is up there. Wow. That is one way of doing a chorus. And then wow, who does that remind me of? It's like I can hear the song, but it's not clear enough to like be able to put an artist to it. Bonafide outros, thank you very much. I will take that any day of the week. That's different. That's really different. And if we're kind of treating Bionic Power as the final shebang before the outro, so like if you treat an album like a concert set list, they're going to end it on a banger, essentially. If we're talking just from the full-length songs, we're ending it on a banger, and it's a banger that is loud and in your face. Like, Hit the Floor is a song that's loud and in your face. Bionic Power is a song that is loud and in your face. It just has the brightness that you get from the various other B-sides on the album, but you get that hard-hitting presence from Hit the Floor or even Atmosphere. And Bionic Power is almost like the abstract or the synopsis of this whole album for me, and I think that's really neat, the fact that they finished the album with a song that kind of tells the musical story of what the songs before it were. That's really cool. The key it's written in, though, is kind of wild. It's Oh, like it's got a composition style akin to kind of Latin dance genres. It also feels like there's certain kind of harmonic minor keys in there as well, with a little bit of a like Arabian, that region of the world, with the guitar melodies in there, just paired with a Latin dance beat. And then they hit the brakes on the chorus one time and it goes crazy. Damn. Damn, son. Oh, I got it. I got it. It's actually a combination of two groups that I'm thinking of. Third Eye and Elris. I guess they're now Alice, or were Alice. I don't actually know what's going on with them, but it reminds me of like a combination of Third Eyes. I think it's the song's called Queen. It's from the same album as Do My Thing, DMT, and Elris's Jackpot, or then Elris's Jackpot. These are two very new girl groups that I'm talking about here, but that's what it reminds me of. Like, it's got the brightness from Elris's Jackpot and the punchiness from that Third Eye album. Oh, that's really cool. I'm glad I got there in the end. I highly encourage you to check out both of those songs if you haven't. I mean, Elris's Jackpot is, I think, their most like prominent song while they were still Elris. And Third Eye, I don't actually know what's up with Third Eye nowadays, but DMT and Queen those are two solid songs from their not very large discography, but love that. Shout out those two groups one time. It's been a hot minute since I've talked about them. But of course, we have one more song to go. We have the outro track number 10, Visionary Vision. Composition and arrangement by GDLO of Monotree. We've got the la la la's. Ooh. Wait, hold on. Let it cook. Okay, Visionary Vision had no business cooking that hard. What? Run it again. What the hell just happened? Run it again. First of all, tripleS, bringing the la la la's to the table once again. I love all of the vocal modding they're doing here. And then this rumbling 808 coming in to accompany the vocal chops. I hate the fact that this is an outro song, as it's so short, and this Visionary Vision deserves the full-length treatment. Oh, this makes me so angry. Oh, because here's the thing. Intros and outros are very hit or miss in the K-pop industry just as a whole, because I think to a lot of fans, they don't really deliver a whole lot of sustenance, right? Because they're not meant to. Intros and outros are meant to start the album and finish the album, and just, it's like the basket of bread you get at the beginning whenever you go to like a fancy restaurant. Or in this case, it's like the if you've ever been to Italy and you're of drinking age, you know, they serve like dessert alcohol at the end, whether it's affogato or if it's limoncello. I'm much more leaning towards the limoncello, but it's meant to be just a nice way of finishing the album, right? But sometimes you come across an intro or an outro that you just want the sustenance from. The most like notable example of that for me is Yuju's Bad Blood from her debut recording album when she went solo, what, 2 years ago now? I think when she debuted solo under Connect. She dropped Play, a really pretty title track, and that whole album was very good as well. But the intro track was a 1 minute 30-second song called Bad Blood, and it had vocals and everything. It was just a chopped up song, really. It was like a half of a song. Bad Blood is genuinely, to this day, one of my favorite Yuju songs that she's ever dropped solo, and it's an intro from her debut that was 2 years ago. Visionary Vision, even though it's an outro and has really no main bulk vocal in here whatsoever, like it's got vocal chops and that's it, right? It's vocal chops and the beat. Even with just those two elements, I want a full bore, like proper length version of that song, because that beat went in hard, it went in nice, it rattled my brain around, and honestly, it kind of all stems back to that idea of I was expecting this to be a hip-hop album, and we barely got any hip-hop. The hip-hop in Hit the Floor was so good, and that's coming from someone who doesn't really like hip-hop music all that much, right? So I was bracing myself to get a hip-hop album. We didn't get one. We got some hip-hop songs on there, but Hit the Floor was so nice. I wanted more of that. We finally got it in the outro track Visionary Vision, but it was... how long was it? Like, not even a minute long. Like, let's actually check on Spotify real quick. Spotify. I preloaded it so I can listen to it on the train. Visionary Vision is 47 seconds long. It needs to be at least 2 minutes and 47 seconds long, if you ask me, because my goodness, that song goes in. Wow. Also, congratulations, you made it to the end of the album listen. Thank you for bearing with me. It was a very long-winded one, but there was also lots of music to go through. And, well, I got very passionate about Hit the Floor, because, I'm going to reiterate, it might be one of my favorite tripleS titles, full stop. Girls' Capitalism and Generation has been kind of my favorite, and I guess any of the tripleS title tracks that we've gotten so far can make a case for itself in terms of, like, the number one in blank category. But Hit the Floor just might take the overall tripleS title track crown for me. I like it that much. Maybe it's a recency bias thing too, I don't know. But one thing is for sure though, this album is really good. Like, the quality of it is really good. I think the production team really understood the assignment and like what to get out of this group. What is... I'm trying to think, like, because we obviously had all 24 members last time around with Assemble 24. And, well, and I guess if you include Hash as well, we got all 24 members. So now that we're getting back into the subunit swing of things again, maybe it's the fact that also we're getting members in their, second releases now, right? Or third releases, because with Lin and Jiyeon, of course, Lin debuted under Next, and Jiyeon debuted under Glow. They had their respective title tracks, they participated in Assemble 24, and now they're in Visionary Visions. This is their third release, technically, right? They've been part of the group in some capacity for long enough to where they've definitely gained that mic chemistry on music. Then if we go to the complete other end of the spectrum, you have, I think it's Kaede who takes the crown for most subunit involvements, right? Because she was in the 10-member Assemble, she was in Love Illusion, she was in Aria, she was in Assemble 24, and now in Visionary Vision. Right? She's the one that has the most appearances now in terms of subunit numbers. Because Herin was in AAA, in Assemble 20 or Assemble 10, Love Illusion, Assemble 24, Visionary Vision. Yeah. What about no, Neon was too late for Assemble 10. Yeah. Yeah, so that would be, so there are members reaching 5 subunit appearances now, or 5 release appearances now. And they're obviously very comfortable behind the microphone and with the music that tripleS puts out. But this album is on a different level of just like locked in, and it's terrific. My favorite album up until this point. Ooh, I really liked the Mushuk album from Evolution. Weirdly, like I don't get a lot of listen from it, but I really like it. I just can't like oversaturate myself with it. And of course, up there, I don't know if I'm pointing in the right place. Yeah, up there, Assemble 24 was a terrific album. But this Performante album is... They really came in with a concept I was unsure about and might have just dropped their best work. That's crazy. Oh my goodness. I could go and listen to this again, honestly. And again, tripleS making me trying to figure out my top releases from the year so difficult. Once again. How dare you be so good at what you do, tripleS? How dare you? But anyways, I'm going to wrap it up here because this has been long-winded enough. Thank you all for listening along, watching along with me. Hopefully you enjoyed it as much as I did. Of course, one last... Jesus. How do I do my outros? It's been so long I've forgotten how to do my outros. Let me try that again. Thank you all for watching along and listening along with me. Hopefully you enjoyed it as much as I did. One last request from me today. Let us work together as a community to bring a little bit of extra happiness back into the world. Whether it be checking in with your friends and family, holding the door open for somebody, or even picking up a piece of trash off the street. Just one small act of kindness that may brighten up someone else's day to day. And know that wherever you are in the world, should you ever be going through a tough time in your life, for whatever reason it may be, even though I'm just some guy on the internet who waffles about music in his free time, know that I will always be a friend, ally, and a shoulder to lean on whenever you need me. So take care of yourselves, take care of each other, spread the love, and I will see you whenever I see you next time. Bye-bye.